throw together some quick and easy sourdough discard buns. Whether you want to do hot dog buns, hoagie buns, whatever. We're going to start with 200 grams of sourdough discard. This is kind of active, but I want my dough to move along a little bit quicker, so that's what we're going to be using today. Then we have 30 grams of sugar and 20 grams of instant yeast, and then 380 grams of warm water. I'm just going to mix this up and let that yeast kind of bloom here for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now that is how we are looking. We'll cover this up with a damp towel, and then I'll bring you back in 15 minutes once this has a bit of time to kind of get bloomed for us. Now that our yeast has had some time to bloom here, we are gonna go in with 20 grams of salt, 1 egg, 56 grams of melted butter cooled, and then 830 grams of bread flour. We'll just mix that on low while a nice dough forms. Looks good enough to me. I'm just gonna throw it in a greased bowl. You do not have to wait for this to rise before you start portioning out your buns, but they do turn out a little bit better if I have a little bit of time to proof. I'll bring you back when I start shaping them. Okay, our dough is a little more than ready. I'm just a little more excited to be worked with than I was ready. So let's get this shaped out into some, I think like hoagie shaped buns is what we'll do. Maybe a mix. We'll see how easy or difficult it is to work with. Not too bad so far. It's all coming out of the bowl, so should be okay. Yeah. It'll be alright. I'm gonna think about how many of these I want. Usually I weigh them out to about 110 grams, but technically I don't really weigh anything because I don't care that much. So what do I want to do?
This one's kind of thick.
Alright, let's give it a shot here and see if I can get these shaped properly. I usually only do like hamburger buns. I tried hoagie buns before and they were alright, but wanted to kind of perfect getting those shaped appropriately. So I'm just going to kind of spread them out into little rectangle-ish and then roll and pull, kind of like I do when I make my crescent rolls.
Come on. See how she arrived, man. Come for a spin. I'm working, Joe. I can manage without you for 10 minutes.
This thing's not helping me today.
It'll be fun. Customers waiting. Like Serena.
Pinch the seams here.
Ask for one too. Trust me, it's going to impress me that your brother's got a state-of-the-art speed cruiser with awesome horsepower. Trust me, it's not. You wonder why you don't.
That doesn't look too bad. Throw that on the pan. And we'll repeat the process here with the next one. Kind of smush it out. There we are. And another one. This one's kind of a beefy one.
Okay.
I'm going to cover these with some plastic wrap for just about 20 minutes, and I'll bring you back. I'll finish shaping the other ones, and we'll egg wash it and throw some sesame seeds on them. So I ended up letting these sit, there we go, for a while. I didn't really pay attention to the time. I've got a couple of soups going, and yeah, I get a little scatterbrained. So I am just going to brush these with some butter and sprinkle some sesame seeds on them. And I'm going to do just a sprinkle of gray coarse French Celtic sea salt. And then I am going to make a little bit of an expansion score just to kind of control where the heat makes these kind of burst. Nothing too deep. I've never done an expansion score on these, so I just kind of want to test and see. I've had my oven outside preheated to 450. I'm going to put these in for 15 to 17 minutes, and I'll show you the final product. So I just baked these at 450 for about 15 minutes. I forgot to set the timer, so it might have been more like 17 minutes. Too hot. But this is how they're looking. The bottom is nice and golden brown, and those are going to be perfect for our Philly cheesesteaks tonight. If you guys want to give these a shot, I'm going to link the recipe card as well.